What's up, everyone, and welcome to the first episode here on this channel, Pokemon Fire Red, which will be a randomized Nuzlocke challenge here. This is my first Nuzlocke run of this game, so I also haven't played this game in probably about 10 years, so it's definitely going to be difficult for me, but why not challenge yourself on film? That makes sense, so that's what we're doing here. And for those that don't know, a Nuzlocke challenge is basically if your Pokemon faints, it's dead, has to go be boxed in the PC and not access the rest of the game. The first encounter on every route, every new route, that's the Pokemon that you have the opportunity to catch, and that's the only Pokemon on that route you could catch. So your team is limited to who you encounter first, right? So after I come back to Pallet Town, I'm going to get 5 Pokeballs from Professor Oak, and I'm going to have to catch that first Pokemon that I come in contact with. But in addition to the Nuzlocke challenge, this is totally randomized, right? Meaning the Pokemon that I have here in the 3 Pokeballs, it's not going to be Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur, so it could be pretty much anyone. So I'm really hoping that I get one good mon, and I prefer... Yes. See, this is speed and special attack. Okay. So I really like Jolteon. That could be a really good mon. I'm already happy. So... Alright. If it was a Kadabra, it would be no hands down. Psych Poke... Yeah. No. It has teleport, and that's all. So, last mon. Alright. It's either Jolteon or Skarmory, and I think I gotta go Skarmory, and I think just because of the defense and being a Nuzlocke, I don't want to be caught in a situation where I'm dying to a crit with not enough HP or defense. Yeah, I'm going Skarmory. Yeah. And I think for the long term, I don't think there's quad weaknesses in this game. So I think Fire is only going to do 2 times 2 as opposed to 4 in the newer gens. But I could be wrong on that. And we're going to give him... Yeah, we're going to name him Fly Rule T. Or just Fly Rule. That'll work. And we'll see what he picks, too, because I think... Alright, so he'll pick the Abra, but I don't think when he fights me right now it's an Abra. It's probably going to be randomized. So... Alright, bring it on. Oh, I missed that music. Alright, what do you got? Explode. Alright, that's a good mon, and to be honest, that's going to give me a lot of XP, too, because it's fully evolved. And I think he has... What's that? I think probably Uproar and like Growl or something. But we're gonna Leer. Howl. That's scary. Okay. I'd like to get the XP right off the bat and beat this thing. Uproar. Let's see. See, not effective at doing 5. That's a lot. Alright, I should be able to win the trade-off here. If he... Does he just have those 2 moves, is the question. Alright, he's... Yeah, relax. You could calm down. Alright, 2 more hits. Hopefully no crits. I really want this XP. Don't do it. 5. Good. Alright. That should secure it. Good. And let's see how much I get here. Because that's going to be huge for... Yes. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, so what I want to know is I want to see what this thing's got in terms of an ability or... nature. Yeah, smell you later. That's not the Pokemon bag. This is... Good tutorial. Oh, it's got an item too. Let's look at Rash. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. I made the right decision. Electric is no longer a weakness. So fire is the only one that's going to be super effective against me, and everything gets transformed to life that's electric, or an electric attack, which is sweet. So that's good. Now let's check out what he's holding, because this could be big too. Okay, I could go to someone eventually. Maybe not now, but now my first encounter does not start yet, but we could check out who we could get in the near future. After my free potion, that is, right? You're gonna give me a free potion? Yes, you are. Yeah. Alright. Okay, who can I get here? That would be really good to round out my team. If I could get something that counters fire, then I'll be sitting pretty nice. But that's to be seen. But as far as content on this channel, obviously I like Pokemon, so I think doing a bunch of series with Pokemon, whether it be Nuzlocke or just regular Let's Plays, I would love to continue to do that. See, the problem with this is if I just get 5 Pokeballs, I'm just going to throw 5 at this thing and not catch it, and then there goes my first encounter. So, I mean, it would be nice, and it's great to dream. And I don't know how, if I want to take chances if I do get this on my first encounter, but just for the sheer fact that there's a small window, I'll try to get it in the red. That'd be really nice. But a man could dream. Anyway, as far as content, I'm thinking Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, and in addition to that, I also really like sports, so I was thinking of including some content regarding like beach volleyball, which is something I'm big into, as well as other sports. I don't know, whatever that may be. It's more of a work in progress, and I'm sure due to the timing of the upload of this video, most of you could probably figure out that this is during the quarantine and I'm in New York. So in terms of what's going on in the world today, I pretty much just picked this up as something that I always wanted to do and now have time for due to my job not really being as, I guess, engaging, since I do work that involve just communicating with people face to face, and that no longer could happen, and New York being one of those states that's gonna be sitting tight for a little bit. So this is something that I always wanted to do, and now I finally get the opportunity and time to do it. So this is all just something that would be great if I could work into my daily just schedule and make it like long term, which is really the goal. But here, okay, see, this would kind of definitely wouldn't want one of those as my first encounter, but might be better than an Articuno or something, just for the fact that I'll catch him on and it could act as bait and, you know, throw him out there when I'm in a tight situation. But once we get the parcel delivered and we get the 5 Pokeballs, that's when this route is going to be our first encounter, and we have to capitalize, hopefully. Alright. I don't know why you couldn't have your own grandson do it for you, but I guess, you know, I'll do it. I just, you know, it always, that music just, it brings back so many memories on how much of an asshole Gary was, and I love it. I couldn't name him anything other than Gary, just for that reason. Alright, here we go. In addition to, you know, the content that's being shown right now, I was thinking, I'm like, should we do like an icebreaker, only because, you know, this is my first upload, and I could obviously talk about what's going on, but, you know, at like professional meetings that, you know, we're a part of, or school, when you have like orientation, there's always like an icebreaker to like get to know someone. And I was thinking, that would be a cool idea to do on the first episode, which we can do, but that's not after our first encounter. Come on. What do we got? This would be really sweet, but I'm not going to get my hopes up until this actually happens. Let's how much does Peck do? Okay. See, I can't hit him again. And if I leered him, he would have died. I don't even know if this is worth it, to be honest. But we'll see if it even gives a shake. Yeah, this is probably a lost cause. I might just save my balls for the next route. We'll see. Yeah, no, this is not smart. I mean, if I could paralyze him or just status with any, I'd poison him if I could, but I'm just gonna kill him just for the, I guess, the XP from a level 2 Suicune. That's fine. All right, so that was that sucked, but we just need to try to build a team that I need at least 2 mons. That's where I'll feel comfortable. Things could be worse, I guess. I could have encountered this thing and not caught it and wasted my balls because this is a really bad mon. But a mon's better than no mon. So let's see here. I don't need heal up because Skarmory's a freaking tank, and that's why I picked him. But let's go over here and get an item. But yeah, in terms of the icebreaker question, I saw like a really unusual. All right, so I'm not certain about this, but I'm pretty sure with that pickup right there, that item, I'm pretty sure I could just skip some parts in the game where those guys are thirsty, and I could just give them a soda pop and just be on my merry way. That would be awesome, if that's the case. I'm not gonna get too excited yet because I'm still getting back into this game. It's been a long time. But as far as the icebreaker question that I was looking into, I mean, there's tons if you look for them, and I'm sure many people have heard all different kinds. For the one that I saw that was really cool was like, what is the most unusual accomplishment that you're most proud of? And that one kind of stumped me because I was looking at it and I was like, unusual accomplishment. You know, like we all have those accomplishments where we competed in a sport or activity and we won, but that's not unusual. So the way I would answer that question is I would have to go all the way back to high school when I joined a brand new school in 9th grade. It was a Catholic school, and I didn't have any friends because all my friends went to public school. So I went to this new high school and I played sports, and one of those sports was soccer. And I was a freshman on the JV team, so I was the youngest kid on that team. And because of that, I had some interesting interactions with the people on the team, and needless to say, I was getting bullied because I was younger and I kept to myself. So how I was being bullied and kind of pushed around was this guy was rallying people to steal my Gatorade every single practice. I had a canteen that was not see-through. It had like a covering on it, and this dude would just every day take my Gatorade and just drink it. And I was a goalkeeper, so I was in the drills throughout the whole practice. I really didn't get many breaks because we only had 2 goalkeepers on the team, so we had to keep being engaged. And the dude just kept drinking it and sometimes even pouring it out like in front of my face. And I obviously would be like, dude, like, can you not do that? I didn't really know how to handle it because it wasn't like it was So I'll take a Pidgey. I'll for sure take a Pidgey. The question is, can it take a peck? But I think I can catch it with just a Pokeball, not damaging him. There's a chance. 2, 3, come on. That's good. For a name, forest Pokemon. Interesting. All right. Nickname. We're gonna go. G. Giot. All right, so we got 2 Pokemon. I'm actually not mad about that. And no money. No more money, at least. I'd like to have a Paralyze heal, but that's fine. Now we get another encounter up here. So if we could put together 3 Mons right now, that would be absolutely huge. And I believe we could get... And I still have 8 Pokeballs, or 9 Pokeballs, so this could be... 1 here, and then 1 in the forest. I could be sitting... This would be sweet. Alright. If... Okay, yes, not super fast. Yeah. Okay, it has Thunder Wave. This could be really good. And it has Supersonic, and it maybe has probably doesn't have Water Gun yet, but this is awesome. If I could just no crit. Okay. All right, let's try this. I'm willing to throw every ball at this thing. Come on, come on. Please. No. Now it's gonna be difficult. So Bubble, it'll get Water Gun probably in about 8 levels. At level 10 or something. Come on. 1. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 1. Stay. Alright, how many do I got left? 5. All 5 are coming your way, buddy. Show you that I love you. Come on. 1. If this thing drains me of all my Pokeballs and I don't get another, it's just gonna be Fly Rule and freaking Pidgey. If I got this thing on the squad, that would be ultimate coverage. But this thing is starting to... with 3 left, I don't know his catch rate. And it's in yellow. I got him... I feel like I have to use him, just because it shook 3 times, 3 different times. Come on. That's huge. Team, this is... Let's see, what can I... We are in a really good spot. I don't know how this could have gone better in terms of the team setup. With this coverage now, if I have to deal with a water or a fire Pokemon, now I have the coverage, and I just need a switch train, and Lantern is definitely gonna get switch trained. The only thing I have to worry about, I think, is Shadow Tag, and then that could be an issue. But why don't we actually take a look at the natures and the abilities, because one of these things could have True Want, and then just completely just... Actually, no, because I saw them attack. Lax, okay. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Let's try Pidgey. Quiet, that's fine. Encounter, okay. Well, he'll probably have his ability change when he evolves, which will be nice. But now we'll have to, I think, do I have one Pokeball left? I think I have one Pokeball left that I could use for the yes, okay. That's all I need. Just Clutch Factor's gonna have to get involved, which is fine. And I think there's going to be... I could grab a couple items in here too, which is nice. And see if they could be a use. Alright, so first item I remember is... No, maybe it's here. Yes, alright. Lax Incense, okay. That I could give that to... I could actually give that to someone. Let's see here. A Lax Incense, if I remember... Yeah. Okay, so... That could... I mean, that could help. If I need someone to miss, I mean, it could act as, you know, in a clutch situation where, you know, I'm in a bad spot and get hit by one more shot and he misses. First encounter is... I think I could skip stuff with this. With the Pokédoll. I'll probably sell that just because I want to play the game through and not skip too much. Okay. Alright, this is Team Bulk. Skarmory, Lantern, and then now Bayleaf. Are you kidding me? Okay, that does... Okay, Reflect. Raise Defense. I could probably peck him one more time. Do I want to take the chance, though? I don't think I'll catch him with just... I'm going for it. Oh. There goes my excitement. Yeah. Nice. Alright, well, I don't get an encounter in here anymore. So, it was worth the shot, though. I didn't think I'd catch him in the yellow. Okay. It would have been nice, but it's fine. But going back to my story about just being bullied on the soccer team, the dude would just pour out everything, right? Pour out all my Gatorade, like it was a big, like, gallon of it every day, and I'd never get to drink my own Gatorade for like weeks. And then until finally I just had it with this dude. Like, he was just absolutely driving me like crazy. He was getting under my skin, which is not easy to do. And I told one of the kids on the team who was also a freshman, I'm like, dude, this dude that's perfect for Lantern or Shiny. We got to give that to him right now before I forget. So I tell the kid, I'm like, I'm gonna get this kid back. Like, I'm so sick of this kid's shit. Like, he's just driving me up a wall. And he's just like, all right, dude, so what are you gonna do? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take my canteen home. And this is exactly what I did. The next morning, I took it home, I filled it up with water, and I just took a ladle and I just scooped up dirt and just put it in there. Like, I was so just done. So I did that. I put a bunch of rocks and shit in there, and I was like, if he does it, he'll, you know, he should enjoy this, you know, and that's exactly what happened. And I even set it up when we got to practice, or in the locker room before practice. I told the kid, I'm like, listen, dude, like, I know you've been taking my Gatorade like every day, and I would really appreciate it if you'd stop, you know, like, looking the reason with them first, trying to like give him a little heads up to make the moment a little bit more impactful when he found out what was actually happening. And he's like, oh yeah, sure, man, like, totally, like, I won't do it, like, I'm sorry, like, I know it bothers you, like, I'm just messing with you. I'm like, oh yeah, sounds good, man, like, totally not genuine. I could read right through his bullshit. So we're walking to the field, and he just runs up behind me while laughing. So I heard him coming at the last second. He rips it out of my hand, and he flips it like this, and he just starts letting it go for like about 2 seconds, right? And he just starts like after it goes into his mouth, he starts like puking it out. Like he's just like, oh, what is that, a rock? Oh, what is this? Like, what the F did you put in this? And I'm just like, what do you mean? It's my drink for practice. And he starts like, you know, coughing like repeatedly, which was just great. And he turns to, I should probably pay attention before I die here. That was silly. Hopefully he doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't do much, so I should be able to kill him. I just wanted the XP. So then, he goes to the coach. He turns to the coach who's walking to the field with us, and he goes, Coach, Theo put shit in his drink. I just swallowed a rock. And the coach, and just full disclaimer, this coach was not... He was not a good coach. He was more like a surfer bro who didn't give a shit about anything and just, you know, kind of was just there just to probably get a paycheck or whatever. And he turns to him and is like, what do you want me to do? It's not your drink. Like, he was just like, totally like, didn't know how to respond to this dude. And at that point, it was like, you know, like, it was really nice because a couple people got to see, and it was kind of like stuck it to him in a way without getting aggressive or, you know, getting in like a huge, you know, verbal or physical fight. So that was probably something I was really proud of, like how I handled that in high school, especially being somewhere new. But that wasn't even the only one. There was another time too where I was on the basketball team, and this dude, like, he had his full uniform at a scrimmage, right? So we'll back up here. I was like the 8th or 9th man on the basketball team, so I didn't really get much time. So when we had a scrimmage where people could play that don't normally play, that was my opportunity. And it came that point in the season where we were scrimmaging teams, and it was my first opportunity to play. Unfortunately, I came to the game unprepared, and I brought the wrong color shorts. So when I put on my wrong shorts with my opposite not matching top, I was like, oh my god, I can't play, because you can't play an organized sport when you don't have the right uniform. So this dude like overhears me, like, brought my sigh and like, oh my god, I forgot my shorts. He goes, I got an extra pair of shorts for you. I'm like, oh cool, sweet, man, can I please use that? And he goes, you could use it if you pay me $1. I'm like, $1? Why can't I just borrow? I'll wash them and give them back to you. And he's like, no, $1 tomorrow if you don't have it now. I'm like, fine, you just give me the shorts. So I got the shorts, right? We're gonna heal up here. I got the shorts, and we did fine in the game or whatever. But the next day in practice, he goes, hey man, like, I gave him the shorts. He goes, where's my $1? I'm like, you really want $1? He's like, yeah, that's why I gave you the shorts. I'm like, all right, well, I don't have $1. He's like, you better have $1 tomorrow. We're gonna have problems. And I was like, all right, man, like, I'll get you that $1. Don't you worry about it. So I go home, and I go into my little coin jar, and I pick out as many pennies as I can to make 100. And I think I even went out to a store to get the remaining pennies to make sure he got 100 pennies, because, you know, he wants that $1. So I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I brought it to school the next day. And in the locker room, he goes, hey, Theo, you got that $1? I'm like, yeah, I got that $1. Don't worry about it, man. Let me get it for you. I picked up the Ziploc bag and just tossed it to him. And he goes like, you know, what the F is this? I'm like, it's your $1, man. Didn't you want $1? I'm like, he's like, so I don't want pennies. I'm like, I don't think we specified what you wanted out of the $1, right? I mean, 100 pennies is $1. And he just like didn't know what to do, and people around were just like like people that saw were like laughing. They didn't know how to just like treat this situation, which was, you know, which was great. But yeah, so it's just interesting because in these situations of like getting bullied, you know, people always talk about how to handle these situations. You know, do you tell someone? Do you tell someone? Do you get physical with that person? Do you take it somewhere else? Like, there's so many different ways to handle it, but there's never one right way to handle that situation because they're all so different. But I was proud of that only because I found like a really weird way to handle it, and it worked out well. And I feel like most of these situations where you could find some kind of way to like put that person on their heels in a situation, you're like you're in a very good spot, only because like when they don't expect something, you now have the advantage. And that was like one of those aspects where I didn't totally get it back then because I was in high school, but it was something that I was proud of for me being like 15 at the time, and being able to just execute something like that I was impressed with myself looking back at it, because I didn't think I knew too much, but I got that right. But here we go with this. Okay, so Velocum could be a problem. No, you won't be a problem actually, because you don't have sleep, do you? No, you don't have sleep powder. But we're gonna wrap it up after this trainer battle because we're at the 30-minute mark. So hopefully this goes smooth. Ooh. Oh, because of color change. Alright, that should give me some good XP. And I should probably switch train. Can't switch train, because I can't afford to take 2 Embers from a Charmander. Alright, so just... How much does Ember do? Okay. See, I don't think that's quad weakness. I think that's double. So I think we're actually going to be pretty good. While we're just gaining levels left and right. We need to get ready for the trainer that has the level 9 after. So we'll switch train here. Get this guy some levels. And this guy, I think he has just like 3 attacks, 1 or 2 attacks that are all like, yeah, it doesn't even affect me. So we're good. Let's see. Yeah, he has nothing, so we survived. Boom, alright. Question is, do I get level 3? Yes, I do. Awesome. Nice. Alright, so we made it through 2 trainers and 84 bucks. Wow. And that's pretty much it for this episode, just because it's 32 minutes. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed it, give the video a thumbs up, and hope to see you on episode number 2. Peace.